lost a lot of people, I can't get them back. Ay, broke a lot of hearts, man, why I do that? Ay, it gets better, it gets better, it gets better, hold up, wait, it gets better.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a everyday look. It's gonna be a little extra because I'm a little extra, so stay tuned and make sure you click the subscribe button below and follow me on Instagram right there. I'm gonna put it to be there. So yeah, let's get into this look. Alright, y'all, so we're gonna get into these non-existent brows. So I'm using a brow pencil that I got from my local hair store in the deepest color that they have. I always tend to change up my brow colors depending on what type of hairstyle I have going on. Right now I have a jet black frontal end, so I'm going to match my brows to that. But I'm not going to make them too dark. You'll see how I fade them out. So I'm also using an angle brush that I got from Wet n Wild, which I'm upset about because I paid like $3 at Walgreens for it. And I remember when they used to be $1, so I need to figure out where they $1 at. But anyways, I just went ahead and cleaned up my brow with that angle brush. So now I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Cosmetic or LA Girl Pro, whatever it's called. The concealer that you get at the hair store, pretty much. Yes, that everybody loves, in the color Cool Tan. And I'm just using that to clean up my brows and to make them a little more sharp, as well as dragging it down to my lid to use it as a base. Typically I would use this as a base for eyeshadow, but since I'm doing just like an everyday simple look, I won't be applying any eyeshadow. So I'm also going to take this on top of my brow, and usually I don't always conceal with the same color that I put under my brow, but for this look I wanted it to be a little bit more highlighted and focus on those highlighted areas, so I went ahead and used the same color. So again, I'm just patting it in and bringing it down. And now I'm going to take the little buffer brush that I have from NYX, and I'm just going to blend that in, and I'm going to continue to blend that in until I can't blend no more. And then I'm going to go back in with my angle brush, and I'm going to clean up the ends because I want it to be crisp. Crisp is the key. And I'm also going to clean it up with a little concealer. And then I'm also going to take my buffing brush once more and buff out what I just did. So yeah, y'all. Next, I'm going to go ahead and prime my entire face. Alrighty, so I'm using the Studio Picture Perfect concealer and from NYX, and I'm just gonna prime my entire face. I'm using my hands because it's my face and they're my hands, and I know that I clean my hands. If you're ever doing someone else's face, try to use a brush or a sponge because spreading germs is nasty. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids. Alrighty, so I've applied my concealer all over my lid. Now I'm taking my NYX buffing brush, the same brush that I used to clean up my brows. I'm just patting this in and buffing it out on my skin. And then I'm going to take a setting powder and just set my base here on my lid. So yeah, girl, it's about to be cute. We about to get into this Fenty Beauty. Hey. Okay, so now we just gonna take this Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 430, and we just gonna dot it all over the face. And then I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend this all over my face. Okay, now I've blended in my Rich Girl foundation. I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to use my LA Pro Girl Concealer, the same color that I used up under my brows. I'm going to use it up under my eyes, down my nose, on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and around my mouth. just to get rid of those dark areas that I have. And I'm also going to use it underneath my cheekbones. That's why you see me sucking my face in. So yes, queen. All right, so now I'm just going to blend my highlight out first. I did add some contour to it. I used the Black Radiance foundation stick in the color Chocolate Dipped because your girl is chocolate dipped. Okay, so now I'm going to be snatched and ready to go. I'm using a patting and kind of swiping motion for this, just so that way it looks nice and blended and everything just looks nice, right, and tight, okay? Because I gotta be cute. I gotta be snatched. I gotta be ready. Now I'm going to go in with my setting powder that I got from the hair store. It's HD Flawless. I don't know, but it works, and I love it. It feels so good on my skin, and it doesn't make it dry or flaky. So I'm just going to add this everywhere that I highlighted, which was with my concealer. I'm going to go ahead and add this on, so it'll be up under my eyes, around my mouth, underneath my cheekbones, my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and on my eyelids once more again, just to get it to set, and above my brows. And then I'm gonna just let that sit for some time and let it bake. Moving on, I'm going to go ahead and coat my non-existing lashes. I'm using the It Girl Cosmetic mascara. It's called Superhero. I'm doing this before I apply my lashes, just so there's no gap in between. But again, they're non-existing, so it's not a lot. Not working with a lot, but I'm gonna make it work. So, and I'm doing this while I'm letting my powder set, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes, which I love lashes because they just bring the whole look together. We about to go from bald lashes to all lashes. Okay, like I said, we're going from bald lashes to all lashes using my friend's lashes. Her name is Slayed by Shink, SHENK on Instagram. You can go look at her work. She does amazing work herself. I love her lashes. They're reasonable, they're durable, and quite honestly, some of my favorites. So the technique that I use to apply my lashes is I look down and I use my tweezers. I'm using the green duo glue. And I just try to look down because it's the best way for me to get them close to the lash line. And then that way they don't look all crazy. And then I'm going to go in and just make sure that they're secured. I'm going to pinch just to make sure that they're nice, right, and tight. And yeah, they look good to me. I went from bald lashes to all lashes. I told y'all, it's a miracle. Next, I'm going to go over my contour with this Juvia palette with the deepest shade in the palette. Now I'm going in with the deepest shade in the Juvia palette that I showed just to go over my contour. So I'm just doing it along my cheekbones, around my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and underneath my chin, because your girl been eating. So I'm going to get rid of that double chin. So I blended everything off camera. Now we're going in with my favorite Fenty Beauty highlighter. And we are going to make some magic, make these cheekbones really pop. So some of this highlight I did off camera. So basically I just put it on my cheekbones. I am putting it down the bridge of my nose. I'm putting it in my inner tear duct as well as my waterline, on my cupid's bow, and underneath my brows, just so that when I take videos or photos, those areas really tend to stick out. And because I like it, I like the highlight. I like when I walk into a room and another beautiful woman says, "Girl, I love your highlight." Girl, me too, I love it too. And the Fenty highlighter is literally my favorite. I have the little tiny travel size one, and it's all broken up I need to spray some alcohol in it. If you ever drop a powder or anything like that and you want to save it, don't throw it away. Just spray some rubbing alcohol on it, let it sit, and it's good. Now I'm going to get into these lips. I'm going to post in the description what I will be using for this beautiful look. Alright, and here is the finished look. I went ahead and applied my lips and cleaned them up off camera. They're nice and plump, all natural, no Kylie Jenner up in here. Okay, cute, real subtle, real everyday look. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. I do a lot of live videos on there. Make sure you subscribe and share. Again, I will have everything posted in the description. And yes, I'm really about to get into this, so I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Love y'all. Here is the finished look, you guys. I put on a little cute sweater. But yeah, make sure you're tuned in, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you follow me on Instagram, on Twitter. I don't really be talking about too much on Twitter no more. Shit kind of played out. But yeah, stay tuned. We coming strong all 2020. Follow me on Instagram here.